Hey, wonderful class. How are you guys doing? I hope you had an awesome spring break and that you're feeling relaxed and ready to take on next week. Me personally spent the week putting some stuff together, so I'm hoping you guys like it. First, I want to go over the feedback real quick to make sure that we're all on the same page and to let you know that your concerns that you voiced were heard, and I hope that I can address them. All right, so at least most of them. Okay, so question number one, if you remember, I asked you on a scale of 1 to 5, or I think maybe 1 to 4, yeah, 1 to 5, what was your effort? The average of that up until the first exam, you said it was a 3.26, was the average of everybody's effort, which I think is pretty good. After the exam, I said, what's your effort going to be now? And you went up a whole point to 4.26, so looks like some people are going to put in a little more effort in the class, and it's a 4 credit class, so we have a lab and a lecture, so it should be a good amount of effort that you're putting in to the course. But yeah, so that's good. Not 5, but 4. I think that sounds pretty reasonable for a undergraduate upper division level class. All right, the next question I asked is how well you thought that the course was essentially covered. So, or excuse me, how well you thought the exam material matched what was covered, and you said that it matched an average of 3 on a scale of 1 to 4, 4 being very, very well. So essentially, I assigned numeric answers. Some people said not well at all. In fact, 2 people said not well at all. The majority said well enough, and some people said very well, and a couple people were neutral. So overall, it averaged about a 3 on a scale of 1 to 4. So I think that says it's generally testing what you want. And I'll get into some specifics here in a little bit. The next question was, since the course was originally going to use Proctorio, how do you feel about it now? You guys, not a single person said that they didn't want to use Proctorio, and 1 person was neutral, so that's pretty good. Then I asked, let me know any other comments, questions, or concerns. So, all right, so a few things that I want to address. One that I'm totally with, and I meant to address it at the beginning, so sorry, is somebody asked me about watching the videos in fast time or faster time. I'm personally a 1.5x person. I like to watch almost everything on 1.5x, so I hear you. If you hit share, and when you're on my videos, hit share and then copy the link. You can paste that into any browser, and then it will give you a regular YouTube video, and there you can watch it from any speed that you want to. So hit share, copy the link, and then you can watch it in 1.5 or 2x speed. Somebody likes my dog. That's awesome. I like you. I'm sure they like you too. And somebody said maybe a study guide. I gave you guys a study guide, so make sure that you look at the topic list. The topic list, I actually feel like I tried to give away the answer to all the questions. Like, I tried to be very specific about what I'm going to ask. So make sure you use that study guide. I'll provide it again, and I'll make sure to do some detailed stuff. But the vast majority of people, outside of really funny comments, and I recognize some of you actually know who wrote some of these, even though it's anonymous. I guess I'm getting to know y'all pretty well. But the vast majority of comments were, hey, we could use a little more help with the homework, or can you make the lectures a little more relevant in terms of addressing the homework? And my answer to that was at first like, oh, I don't know how to do it because the homework can be kind of detailed and annoying, and the lectures, I want to just give you a general idea of stuff. So I've decided to make lectures that are essentially short introductions to homework problems, especially for the stuff that we've reviewed, that should be a review for you. So what I'll do, I'll provide a short lecture, I'll provide a very similar homework problem, and then we'll go through it and discuss how to solve it. And I think that way maybe we can cover some things that maybe wouldn't have shown up on your homework feedback. So maybe you're like, I don't know how they got that number or why they got that number. So I'm gonna try to cover it in our new lecture format. It looks like based on views, very few people are even watching the lectures. Some people mentioned the PowerPoints, that they're really, really helping, and asked if I could link the PowerPoints to the regular lecture for that week, and absolutely I'll go in, I'll grab some the PowerPoints, and I'll link those so that you have the PowerPoints right there. You don't have to go find them. I think that's a great idea, so thank you. Yeah, really, overall, you guys gave me some great ideas, and if you check out chapter 9, you'll see that there's a worksheet that has a bunch of homework questions, and then I'll go through and give you a little bit of lecture, and then go through and do the homework problem. In chapter 11, which is coming up, we're skipping chapter 10. Chapter 11, which is coming up, I've done the same thing, and I'm just putting it together, and I'll post it on Monday. So hope that helps. Thank you guys so much for your feedback and your honest, straightforward answers. And if anything else comes up that I maybe didn't cover, or if you have any questions, I'm looking at it right now. Sorry, those are the results. If there's anything else that comes up, or any questions that you have, please always just reach out. Don't hesitate to reach out. I'm not going to be mean to you, I promise. And unless you're mean to me, and then I'll still probably not be mean to you. So, all right, have a great week. Bye, y'all.